As time passed in my recovery, I'm sure you all would understand that there was an enormous amount of scar tissue that began to develop everywhere on my body where I had been burned. My scars were severely contracting. It was so thick and dense that my right arm was stuck down here to my side. I literally couldn't raise my right arm more than 3 inches from my hip. I didn't want to live like that. I went to every single physical therapist I could find, but I kept getting the same answer. Allison, I'm so sorry. There's nothing we can do. But I kept trying. I went from place to place. I sought out the best people I could find. At one point, I had photos taken and my file copied and sent across the country. But I kept getting the same answer. I'm so sorry. But I persisted, and I waited, and I persisted. And finally, one day the phone rang. It was a physical therapist out of Vail, Colorado, recently out of her graduate program, a young woman. And she said, I studied your file and the photos. If you're willing to do the work, I think I can get you your arm back. So I moved to Colorado. Every single day, my physical therapist, Tracy, would lay me down on a medical table, and with all of her weight, she would shove my shoulder blade into place to keep it where it needed to be to protect it, while at the same time, she had a male therapist at the end of the table pulling my arm up and over my body with all of his force. You see, what Tracy had seen in the medical records and the photos was that over a year later, under my arm, on the edge of my armpit, there was this teeny tiny wound that would never close over and heal no matter what the doctors did. But she decided this was a gift. She decided we were going to physically tear open that wound under my arm. They would pull and pull every day. It would bleed every time. It hurt, but I didn't care. I wanted my arm back. We made progress every day, a quarter of an inch at a time. And today I have my arm back 100%. Oh, thank you. Never give up. Chutzpah, feistiness, courage, determination. This is what life requires of us. Being gentle and loving by itself was not enough to save me when I felt like life knocked me down again and again. What also saved me was guts. And I found out you can be tender-hearted and fierce. And I experienced a strength within myself I had never known. I learned that I have to be 100% in charge of my life, that I'm driving my life. I learned to wake up every day and say, I'm taking charge from the tip of my toenails to the top of my head with every ounce of my willingness and my ability. When we can learn how to stop resisting our challenges and instead learn to embrace them, something is born in us that is so much better, so much stronger, so much more powerful than we ever thought possible. We are all so much stronger than we have any idea. We are all capable of overcoming incredible trials, of reaching places deep inside ourselves we never imagined. There's a reservoir of strength and courage within each of us. The idea is to remember it, to remind ourselves every day that it exists, to use it, to enjoy it. Life has shown me that no matter how hard it gets, never give up on yourself. Never give up on other people. Reach out, let people in.